Hi, my name is Sonya Madison, and welcome to Law Unfiltered, where I talk about current events and some of the legal implications. Recently, the Supreme Court determined whether it was going to permit the government to stay the travel ban, and by staying, meaning letting them continue to execute the travel ban while the lower courts decide if it's constitutional or not, or if they were going to enforce the injunction that some of the recipients or some of the petitioners have received by virtue of the lower courts. Now, when you're looking at whether or not you stay or whether or not you implement an injunction, you have to evaluate whether the person seeking the injunction, the person that claims to have some type of offense or damage by the other party, if they will have a likelihood of success. So in in particular situation, what the parties are claiming is, hey, this travel ban is unconstitutional because it essentially violates our religious freedoms. They're targeting Islam or people who worship or use Islam as their form of religion. Now, what the government is arguing is, well, it needs to be stayed because we, as the government, have a compelling interest, including the president, in our national security. And if you continue with this stay, or with this injunction, then we can't effectively make sure people that are coming in and out, particularly nationals, are not harming our security. So what was interesting is that the Supreme Court didn't determine whether or not the parties seeking or who obtained the injunction would have a likelihood of success. They didn't look at whether or not this was in fact unconstitutional, whether it did violate some kind of religious rights, and whether or not, even if it did violate that right, if the government's interest was closely tied or related to the execution of the travel ban. They just simply said, hey, we see that the government has some type of national security interest, and we are therefore going to lift the injunction as it pertains to certain individuals. And so those individuals are essentially defined as if you as a national has a close relative that is an American citizen. So it's not enough that they're here in America, but they actually have to be an American citizen, and they have to have some type of close family relationship. And so a cousin probably won't meet that, but say a mother-in-law, which the court explicitly said does meet that, as well as whether someone is your child, that meets that. But now there's some debate whether a grandchild or even a grandmother would meet that. Now, it also determined that if you have a visa or you're working for an American company, then you're also considered a bona fide person that can come in and out without having to be susceptible to the travel ban. But everyone else, if you have no ties at all to the United States, whether that's to a person or some type of entity, then you are subject to the travel ban, and the Supreme Court is letting the government proceed on accordingly. Now, a lot of Republicans are saying this is a win because they do get to continue executing this travel ban, even though there are some conditions on it. But again, it is going to go back to the lower court to evaluate whether or not this travel ban is unconstitutional. And as you guys know, the courts are looking at a lot of Trump's tweets, as well as a lot of probably who it is targeting, who are the people that are being prevented from coming in, if they do pretty much have a disparate impact on people of the Islam faith. But let me know what you guys think. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I will catch you next time on Law Unfiltered.